Hi Leos, if you want to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. My name is Steph. I have created an ink blot made in your name and essence, and we are going to flip it for perspective possibilities. Should you want to take a screenshot so you can scry in your own time and terms for shapes and symbols that speak to your psyche and psychic senses. I'll put the link below if you would, or at the end if you'd like to see the Otherside SCRY. Leos will add on tarot and oracle, and as well we have GhostTube here audio kicking for any further inspirations or irritations. Receive or release freely, of course. Leos, when you're ready, I'm going to open up. You're welcome to join me, or you can fast forward through, having the power to pause, replay, and revisit as much as you'd like.
Speak.
All right. Leos, when you're ready, taking a nice big breath, closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and to honor of the Leo Collective. Leos, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. All right, so I wanted to start off with a historical moments card, and your historical moment is when the Cubs win the 1908 World Series. Interesting. In a rematch of the previous year's World Series, the Cubs defeated the Tigers in 5 games. Prior to that, the Cubs beat the New York Giants in a makeup of a disputed regular season game hinging on a play by the Giants' Fred Merkle, known as Merkle's Boner. The Cubs have returned to the series 7 times, but haven't won since. So for me, there's a few things standing out there. The number 7 could be a thing. Feeling lucky. Feeling lucky, are you, Leos? Lucky, lucky Leos. Also, something with the tiger is standing out. And giants. Interesting. Giants. So if that means anything to you, or receive or release freely. All right, let's dig in here to your ink blot. You know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, any shapes or symbols that stand out to you, feel well to comment below or keep to yourself. Seeing a rhinoceros. Yeah, it's a rhino. Oh, what was that song I just heard? Na, 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 na. I don't even know the words. Like a rhinestone cowboy. Because I heard the word rhinestone. Okay, rhinestone cowboy maybe? If I could be making that song up, so forgive me if I'm wrong. Like ready, right? Yep. I'm seeing like a cartoon eye here. It's very much a cartoon eye. Doesn't take away from the serious of my nature, Leo, but you know what it feels like? I'm ready to bulldoze something. Somebody might be starting building a house or a garden, and it doesn't have to be earth per se, but it feels like something earthly. Maybe you're cleaning out a closet, or you're like, enough is enough, I'm going through the junk drawer. Or I'm going through all my clothes and I'm releasing what, it just feels like this. It could even be like just pushing laundry and you're doing a whole lot of laundry. Something along that lines. Somebody else specifically might work at a scrapyard. And I don't know why that's relevant, if it is, or it's just the symbology of moving things into a different place. Also, it's like going through that, like keep, donate, and maybe destroy, because somebody else can do something with that destroy, right? Like a scrapyard, they'll take the time to take things apart or whatever the case may be. Anyway, so I feel like bulldozery in this rhino, but at the same time, like when I do this with like this great gruff, and I mean that in regards to a shape, it's like the horn, because I keep seeing it as like a unicorn horn. And like a garden, and I don't know the terminology, and shame on me for living in a farm country, or farmland around here. And it creates the groove, forgive me, where all the seeds can be planted for the next season, or for the next harvest. The next harvest, yes, the next harvest.
Start.
It's like you're already starting on that now. There's also something about coming through about compost. It's like, again, it's in that scrapyard feel where things that I have done, or, memories, clothes, whatever these things are, even scraps of food, maybe you're learning how to compost, like legitimately, or it's just the symbolic sensation of putting things in this one palette, and it has the ability to become something else, be of value somewhere else. I'm also seeing someone like take a bunch of t-shirts or sweaters and like make a quilt. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's the spirit of it. Spirit of it. It doesn't have to be verbatim. But the point being is that like the compost, like of the scraps of food, scrap yard, and it can become nutrients for the next harvest. I hope that makes sense. But I'm going to leave that there and keep going on. Yeah, I've got like major magician vibes going on here. Like look at, like there are very interesting drill bits. You know how to drill certain, like granite. I'm imagining these things because again, not my wheelhouse, but for different materials, different, not only for whatever it is you might be doing, but different surfaces, different materials require a certain drill bit, like a diamond drill bit. And I feel like you have a very strong hold on that. Like very much so aware of that. I'm also seeing, when I look at these guys from a different space, I don't know what they're called, but I'm going to write down here shadow cutouts, because the way I'm seeing it is, I don't know if it was a trend or if it's still a thing or if it's something within the self in regards to the shadow. The people used to have, I know they still do down here, but these, yes, and they're cowboys. Hilarious. Okay.
Monday.
So this is where I was taken to. So down my road, there's a tree, and somebody has like one of those, it's not cardboard, it's like a wood cutout, and it's all black, and it's supposed to look like the shadow, right? Like a shadow of a person or whatever the shape may be. But this one specifically is a cowboy, like leaning by the tree with like, I don't know, a pipe or a straw or something. Anyway, and it's got like one knee up with the bottom of the foot. That's what I'm seeing. This like this cowboy chilling under a tree, and it could be like the shadow aspect. I'm not really sure what it is. It feels quite calm, if I may. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm getting all excited, and I don't know why it's exciting, but I feel like I'm very excited about it. I do. I feel very excited. Because it feels chill and it feels calm. Fascinating. Okay, there's some other details coming through. I'm not really sure what this is. And if you're on a phone, you can zoom in. I'm going to get my Scry out here.
Taurus.
Oh, I don't know what it is yet. It's not coming through. What is... I feel... Okay. Do you know on those slippers that are, again, like as a multitasking, or it could be a trend thing or just one of those gimmicks, but they're slippers with like mop things, so you're collecting dust as you're walking, so you're sweeping, you're cleaning, you're tidying as you're, walking around. Massive multitasking going on. Interesting. This could be in many layers, like the shadow self, the conscious, unconscious, subconscious, superconscious, supernatural, all the kit and caboodles, because it feels like there's a lot going on. Okay, something about the hips is also coming through, Leos. When I dip, you dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. For some there could be some sort of emotion or some emotional clearing that's being worked out of the hip. So maybe you're doing mindful stretches or calisthenics or yoga, whatever the case may be, or even again just mindful movements, because it's bringing me back to that cowboy. It's like doing tree pose in yoga or something, and something about relaxing the hips. What is that? Also like maybe somatic release or something like that. I can't speak to it. I'm just simply throwing out the inspirations that are coming through. And same with the shoulders.
Third.
Yeah, the hips and the shoulders. Okay, there's a little story going on in here. I'm going to start adding on some tarot and oracle. So in this wee story that's happening up here, I don't know, it's not a volcano, but it could be like a peak of something. And then there's these two beings, and they are sending out these signals that I feel like you receive and you can run with. I feel like this might be from your higher self, from the heavens, from spirit. It feels very electric.
Be careful.
Yeah, it feels very electric. Okay, interesting. Because there's a risk and honesty coming out to support this. So I don't know if this is a relationship, personal, professional, platonic, a business partner, even a, no, this isn't about you. Coming together with your shadow, maybe? Hope. Okay. That's why. When I feel that this pinnacle story of communications is coming out, when it's internal, talking to my cowboy, my shadow, I feel like I understand and I know exactly what's going on.
Hiding.
And though I might have hidden aspects of me, I'm not afraid. I might be nervous. I might be a little excited because I know I'm doing the work, especially with the moon of hope here. But there's another sidebar here. And this other rabbit hole that I'm cleansing out in maybe in the hips and the head and shoulders, it's like keep your head on your shoulders in regards to someone or something. If there's like flags going off or an investment of this risk, I keep hearing like be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Honesty and hope.
Gemini.
It's like, do I want to land? Like, I hope this works out. I feel like for some, in regards to something you know, yeah, meditation and focus has come through, sorry. There's something about being honest. Like really looking at those reflections of honesty. Maybe talking to that very spirit, your higher self spirit, of what could
Energy.
be. Can I take one more to close out this confident? Okay. See, this is your shadow and your shine here working together. This chariot. The high priestess of air is on the bottom. It's like being... it's like that rhinoceros that has a unicorn horn. And my light rides upon the you know, the headless horseman of the shadow of being a cowboy or a cowgirl, cow person, whatever is politically correct nowadays. But that's generally not my concern because that's what's correct for one isn't always correct for another. So authentically just knowing that there's a lot of horsepower around you and rhinoceros power as you're moving through this. Please be honest about something in regards to this relationship, personal, platonic, corporate, creative. Okay, I apologize. I'm going to keep going here, Leo. Sorry, I kind of got lost there in a moment. Okay. I'm seeing brass knuckles, but I want to note, I feel like you guys, Leos, I keep hearing the Beastie Boys song in my head. So I don't actually think the song's called Brass Knuckles, but maybe it is. Brass
42.
Knuckles. No, I think it's that monkey dun 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 grass. I don't even know what the song is, but I can hear the tune when I heard the Brass Knuckles. So it didn't feel like this serious. Do you know what it makes me feel like? It makes me feel like I'm practicing. Maybe I'm at a gym or I do some sort of martial art form or boxing, or maybe I'm just like working out and I feel like all like, okay, in doing the motions, but very kind of like aerobic-y. You know, it's like you're doing dry runs. I don't know, that's what it makes you feel like.
How?
Yeah, that's what it makes me feel like. Yeah. Okay. Tell me more about Leo. Yeah, see, there's something intuitively you guys know. I know that you guys know. And see, there's so much healing going on in and around you, or this is what you're working towards offering the collective. And they don't know. It's like hidden work, but you're multitasking. I also heard something about somebody's stomach. Somebody's stomach. Okay, so we could be in the sacral chakra.
Eat.
What you're eating, again, emotional clearing. Maybe you're doing something. Yeah, there's something about your like gut health. Your gut health. Your intuition and your instincts residing in your gut health, your immune system. You are learning the truth about something as well. And if this is about you, I feel like just a rhinestone cowboy. I think you guys are a lot more knowledgeable about something, or in and of yourself. Forgive me, because I kind of feel like this is a little hidden, and I'm having to move through a little something here. Yeah, I'm being mindful. Thank you. It's like seeing a chill cowboy or cowgirl, cow person, whatever. And they're oddly calm.
What is your name?
You know what I mean? They're oddly calm. And let's take the symbology of, like, the herd or the cattle, whatever the case is. And I don't know. There's just something about a calmness and composition. Compost and composition, I don't know. But it kind of feels hidden. This is the point. And not hidden like away from you, from like prying eyes. Like, what's my next step? Or maybe something. Okay, here's a total sidebar thing. Somebody's vacuumed something up and they can't find it. And I want to say, like, check your vacuum. Check your dustbuster or your
Speak.
Dyson or whatever this something is. I don't know. That's odd. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's get ready to close out for Leo. If there's anything else, if I didn't say so already, please do like, share, and subscribe. Sorry, Leos, I feel like I've been all over in your reading, but it's kind of like this adventure that is literally multitasking, and it's moving through the body meridians. Okay, so you have here Dragon's Horde protecting the future, Crown Games, right use of power. See that right there? This is that, with that rhino feel. Dragons and rhinos. There's something I'm doing for the future, and I'm protecting my future by making some sort of decision. Yeah, and maybe you can't say it yet. Maybe you're going to propose and you can't say it yet. It's hidden right now. It's still in the heart space. It's still, willows of the wisp. It's a treasure hidden in the shadows. There's something like that. Like, I'm going to propose, or I'm going to propose this to my boss. I'm going to propose to a person. It's something still hidden within me.
Jim.
And of course there's a risk. And if there's going to be a reward or a refusal, but I feel like you're very, very much so aware of that. Also, with the treasures hidden in the shadows, I'm getting that vacuum cleaner thing again. So, or just something where there may be, accumulative dust, like natural corners or something, and maybe it's just mixed up in there. The universe is your partner. Yeah, there's something about partnership and pairing up. I feel like there's going to be like this overwhelming excitement, this pouring out of authentic release. There's also something about water. Make sure you're drinking enough water. And respectively, on the other hand, there could be too much water and it's diluting your digestive or something like that. Again, I'm not a doctor. I have no actual idea if that's the way it works. but something about maybe even what could be diluting something. And then, of course, you had up here crown games and protecting your future. I want to note that you have this horseman herald of change. We've been talking about this cowboy, this catalyst, compost, composure, and composition. Somebody also could be writing. Maybe you listen to music, write music that is very
young,
effective at conjuring feeling. Does that make sense? It's like a somatic song of sorts. I don't know how else to say it. Like a somatic song. All right, so we're going to add on a few more tarot cards here, and then we're going to let you guys go so I don't take up too much of your time. See you last minute if there's anything else that I see, sense, or feel. I feel like you can, absolutely, Leos, it's like when you, okay, so thank you. When you see the lion, in the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. When you see a lion calm and cool and collected, like the cowboy symbol coming through, and they're in their natural habitat, and they're just doing what they do, right? And then, when there's reason, cause for concern, the cowboy and or the lion, depending on how you're landing in or these symbols mean anything to you, because they reserve, because they have the ability to reserve, and like that composter up here, like take their food, digest it slowly, or whatever the case is, when those reserves are required, they can come out.
daughter,
And you can move like a rhinoceros and just bulldoze through things. Because there is so much magic happening around. If you're working on the shadow of self, if you're working with, smoke and mirrors, if you're working with unsurety, nervousness, but there's so, again, I want to say you have a partner of not only the universe, whatever this is, personal, professional, and it's something about solidifying a future for you, with you, where the power
what year is it?
is equal. We are in 2023. And I feel like this celebration, and it creates the change. But right now, something's just a little hidden. It's like this justice card coming in. The shadow and the shine. And I want to place that right in there. See, with all the clouds.
Bless.
That's how that makes me feel. And it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Closing out messages for Leo. Ace of Pentacles. And the Seven of Cups. It's like that hidden thing. But you'll find the one. You'll find whatever the thing is that you want to do or pursue. And realizing it doesn't have to be the one and only. But in some cases, I feel like I'm looking for my one and only. That partner that can go the distance with me for a future that we're both willing to protect and nurture. For someone or presenting an idea to a boss, or pursuing the ladder, the corporate ladder or the career ladder. And you have choices, but it's like on one hand, I'm seeing somebody try and go through different ideas of what would be the most well received. But I keep hearing like the design of something. So whether that's the way you design this product or this thing or this, or, whatever the case is, or this symbol of commitment, I feel like it really, what's being brought forward is the infusion of your intention and authenticity to that. It's embedded in the design. So maybe you're getting something designed on your own, like you're designing it, or you're going to be in charge of some sort of project, or some sort of opportunity is going to come towards you. It's like, I'm seeing that shadow cowboy thing again on someone's lawn leaning against the tree. You get to make that shape, whatever it is, whatever makes sense for you. It's going to catch the eye of some people and it's going to bypass the eye of others.
Sagittarius.
So I don't know if that helps in any sort of way, but that's what's coming through. Follow your gut instinct and listening to that. And then even with your Ace of Pentacles here, it's such a gift. It's just such a gift. It's such a gift. And whatever you've gone through to have to choose, it literally is all reflective and so beautifully, beautifully authentic to you. Your composition, whatever you're composing as the creator, it's beautiful. It's I'm almost speechless.
Come back.
I am speechless. Leos, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for being my muse. We will do this again soon.
Sinner.
And I will talk to you again. Thank you so much for scrying with me. It's been my pleasure, my honor, and gratitude galore.